what are some limiting beliefs that I bet a lot of you guys have that are keeping you from making money online and becoming a digital nomad? So let's start from the beginning. What is a limiting belief? A limiting belief is that thought, that knowing that we're not able to do something because of this thing, right? And the problem is that most limiting beliefs are not even true. They're just based on past experiences, like for example, I say, hey, you can become a social media manager and make money online. And you're going to be like, I don't know anything about social media. I don't know how to do that. So I'm not able to be a social media management. That's not true. Like, you can learn how to become a social media manager in a few months and start making money online. So that limiting belief comes from, something that society told you that, for example, one of the biggest limiting beliefs is, oh, I don't have a marketing university degree to be a social media manager. Who cares? Like, really, you don't need a university degree in order to become a social media manager. You know how you become a social media manager? You find a client, you start posting for them, you become a social media manager, you get results, and then you show those results to the next client, and you start building that portfolio of results. And that's what counts. It's not a university degree. That's just one of those limiting beliefs that people have. They think that they need a university degree in order to get that dream job online and become a digital nomad. Now, story time. You guys know that I was a mechanical engineer. Like, I was a piping specialist. I used to design where the pipes were going inside of a big chemical plant. That's what I used to do. Absolutely no idea how to do marketing online. Now I have a six-figure agency that does digital marketing for tons of clients, and I don't have a marketing degree. I don't have a university marketing degree. What I did was I started learning. I did courses, I watched videos on YouTube, I Google how to do stuff, and then I started implementing what I was learning. And then I started showing those implementations, that implementation that I was doing, to other businesses. And I was like, "Hey, I would like to implement this for you. Can I do it?" They were like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And I started gaining that experience. And now when someone comes to me and say, "Hey, I want to hire you, Angela, to do my Facebook advertisement, what kind of experience do you have?" I'm like, "Oh, look, with this client, we did this and this, we generated this much ROAS. That's it." And they hire me. So that's a huge limiting belief that I want you to take out of your brain and stop thinking about it. You do not need a university degree to get a remote job. You need to start doing and getting that experience. Okay. Now, here's another limiting belief that I see a lot of people having, and I used to have this one. Society taught us that the way to make money was to go to school, then go to university, get a fancy degree, then find a job in corporate, and then scale in that corporate ladder until you become, I don't know, someone important in the company, right? That's what society taught us. Society taught us that we needed to find a really good job, a 9 to 5 job, right? That pays us a salary and then scale from there. Well, that's not really true. When I started looking at digital marketing and online opportunities, it was like, well, you don't have to have a 9 to 5 job, right? You don't have to have a corporate normal job. You can actually get clients. You can make even more money than in a regular job. I am making probably like 5 times more than what I was making as a mechanical engineer back then. So the reality is that society conditioned us to go to school, go to university, get a degree, get a job, and stay there until you're 60 or 70 or whatever. That's a false belief. That's a false belief that most people have because that's what society says. That's what society taught us. So, what I want you to understand is that you can change that mindset and say, wait, no, that's how society used to work. What can I do differently? I can go and find a remote job. I can make my own hours. I can make more money than in a regular job. And I don't have to be stuck in that, status quo that society has for us. All right. Now, here's a limiting belief that, it was one of the hardest things for me to overcome. And I know that a lot of people have it. A lot of people think that making money is really hard. And the way to get more money is to work more hours, right? Like to go and spend more hours doing the same thing that you know how to do in order to make more money so that you can, at the end of the month, go and travel and do something fun. No, that limiting belief, we're going to break that right now. Making money is actually a lot easier than you think. And no, you do not have to do illegal things to make more money. Get that idea out of your head. You can make a lot more money doing legal stuff, right? Really fun stuff and things that you actually love doing. So imagine, I have the perfect example. So I have a teacher, a music teacher, right? I have singing classes, and she comes to my house and we do 2 hour long classes twice a week, right? So for her, before she met me, because now she's changing her plans, she thought that to make more money, she had to find more students and pack her calendar with classes, right? So that was the only way for her to make more money. More students, more hours, more money. But there's no way to scale from there because you only have certain hours per day, you only have certain days per week and per month. So you are the bottleneck of your income. So I was like, Monica, why don't you, apart from doing the classes because you love that, why don't you create an online course where you teach certain things about singing? For example, you can teach, I don't know, for example, you can do a course on different exercises to warm up your voice and to cool it down and sell it for, let's say, $19, right? That's a low ticket. It's fine. Now, you record it once, you record that course once, and then you create advertising, you create funnels, you do all the work to create the marketing platform, and then you start selling that course over and over and over and over again. How would your life change if you sell 20 of those courses per month while you're doing your regular classes? She was like, oh my God, that would be an extra whatever amount of money per month. I was like, yeah. And how much more did you work per month? Nothing, because the course is already made, the funnel is already made, and you just have to do the advertising and bring the traffic. That's it. So she was like, oh my God, I never thought about that. I can work less and make money by teaching people about music online. I was like, yeah, absolutely. You can do that. Or you can do group classes instead of just teaching one to one. You can do online classes that are, I don't know, 5 people in the same room. You charge the same amount of money that you charge one student for 1 hour, but you put 5 in the same room together for 1 hour. Then you make 5 times the money in the same hour. And she was like, oh my God, you're right. So the thing with online marketing and digital stuff is that there's no limit. There's no limit as to what you can do, what you can offer. All you have to do is take the time to think, how can I give value to my audience? How can I create something that will benefit my audience? I can charge whatever amount of money for this offer, and then sell it over and over and over again in an automated way, and you can make more money without spending more time on that job. Isn't that crazy? So I want you to take that limiting belief out of your head. I want you to take that out of your head. Making money is not that hard. If you go online and you sell something that people want, that people need, I'm pretty sure that you know something that people are looking for the answer somewhere. So you can sell that knowledge. You can make more money online without spending much more time on working on it. So take that limiting belief out of your head. So here's what I want you to do. Let's go back to tackling limiting beliefs. I want you to think about what are those reasons that you've always thought, like, oh no, I can't become a digital nomad because blank. What is that reason that you've been giving yourself for the longest time? And say, that's a limiting belief. The reality is this, okay? I want you to start breaking those limiting beliefs, because if I was able to become a digital nomad, if my students are able to become digital nomads, I know I have tons of friends that do this. If they can do it, why can't you? It's not like I'm special. It's not like I'm, super smart. I'm not. I'm just like you. So you can do it. You're just stuck and limiting yourself because of those beliefs that were created because of past experiences or whatever society said that you had to think. Okay. So I want to challenge you to do something. Next time, instead of saying, oh, I can't do this because I don't have money, I can't do this because I'm too young, I can't do this because I'm too old, I can't do this because whatever, I want you to think, how can I do that? Right? Instead of thinking, oh, I can't buy that online course because I don't have money, is like, what can I do in the next 3 days to make more money so I can afford that course? Okay? Change that way of thinking. Instead of saying, I can't do it, think about, how can I make it happen? How can I make that thing come true? Now, if you enjoyed this video and you think that somebody else would benefit from the things that we talked about today, I want you to subscribe and share anything that you learned today on your social media. Make sure you tag me so I can share it on my social media, and make sure that we spread the love, that we spread this knowledge that is so important. I want to see a world where people are not stuck in a life that they don't love. So make sure you help me share this content, and make sure that you mark your calendars, because on April 20th, I'm going to be doing a live webinar about how you can work from wherever you want while making an income that you love. All right. So registrations are not open yet. I'll make sure that as soon as registrations are open, I'll put the link below this video so that you can register. But let me know in the comments if you'd like to attend the webinar, and I'll make sure to send you the link as soon as registrations are open. And make sure you register straight away, because we have limited spaces for the webinar. Okay, so I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.